Hello, beautiful hearts, and welcome to A Light Heart Tarot. My name is Val, and maybe you've come to this space because you've just stumbled upon this reading, or maybe you've been part of this journey with me for a while, and so I say welcome. For those of you who are new here, this space provides support, messages from your loved ones or your spirit guides or even your inner child or self. And know that whichever pile you pick, there will be messages for you. Please know that these readings are general, as I will not be calling out specific names or specific events. However, these messages are to provide you with support and comfort and a soft place to land. So know that for today's reading, we have two piles. And I have already blessed this space and asked for the highest energies to come in to be here and stand witness as the messages, as they find you, provide you with the words that you need to provide the comfort for the day or for whenever you find this reading. So we have two piles, as I said. Pile one is this beautiful, dazzling dragonfly with all of its, when you move it, with all of its sparkles. And then pile two is this angel that we have with the word faith on it. And so take a moment and just breathe in, and please select the pile that you feel most connected to. And again, feel free to watch both readings, as I've found on this journey that there's always a message to provide that safe haven and comfort and support and clarity that you may be needing while you are navigating the tough parts of this journey. So for those of you who are going to pick pile one, let's start our reading, and I'm going to move the pile two over here. And so when we look at the dragonfly is obviously has been a symbol of messages coming from the other side, of our loved ones who want to say hi or let us know that they are here and supporting us. The dragonfly, in many different stories, lives in both worlds, lives in the world of our loved ones and our ancestors, and also live in the world here. And so for many people, when you see dragonflies, we always feel that we may feel that our loved ones are close and they are watching over us and protecting us. So what I'm feeling already is that there's definitely a level of protection and leadership that is coming from our ancestors or coming from loved ones who have been supportive or supporting the family system. So just know that I haven't looked at any of these cards yet, and also know that not every pick a card reading will be me just already pre-shuffling. There will be other readings in which I will pull this live as well. But for today, I have already pulled out the cards and I have not looked at them. So let's just take a look at them together. So the first card we have is Presence of Absence. Hold what is absent in the presence of your love. From the ancestral deck, we have Animal or Instinct. And we have Leadership or Ruler. And from the energy deck, we have Angel of Love, All Tied Up, and Attachment. And then from our soul journey deck, we have relationships. I'm attracted to those people who serve my highest good. And then from Heaven with Love, we have, if you've ever wondered what I am doing, know that I'm helping others and watching over you. I remember every smell, sight, and moment with you. You are with me always, as I am with you. Whether it is the first year or the 20th, every anniversary of my passing will come with some level of difficulty. Know that I will be right next to you, holding your hand through this. Please do not hold any guilt or regret. You have done everything and more for me, and I will always love you. And finally, just dropping in to send a smile your way. Pay attention throughout the day, as I will let you know that I'm here. So actually, I'm going to do a quick admission. In my head, the way I planned this was I was going to do the oracle first and then the messages after. But um, your loved ones are really just wanting me to get that message out and across to you ASAP. Because what it feels like here is that, as I mentioned, there felt like there was someone who's coming in who has been the support center, the patriarch or matriarch of the family. And this passing feels like it has been one that, even though it may have been 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago, or more, it feels like it just happened yesterday. The image that I'm being shown right now from Spirit is, I remember when I went to my first widow and widowers group. And I remember this beautiful woman who was probably in her 70s. She stood up and she shared that her husband had passed away over 35 years ago. And she had remarried and had children and lived a what could be considered a full life. But she said, you would have thought that it was yesterday that he passed away, because she mourned him every single day. And that is what I'm feeling here, is that there is this every single day, this person, there's not one day where you're not thinking about your love, your spouse, your romantic partner, or even your soulmate. Even if they were not a romantic partner, they were a soulmate in your life. And many changes have happened in your life. Families have grown up, families have changed, moved away, but there has been this feeling of feeling alone and feeling an attachment to the past. And when I say that, I'm not saying that is a bad thing at all, because it is through the memories of our loved ones that we keep them alive, and we feel them and we're connected to them. For some of you, it has it has for some it has allowed you to feel comfortable with staying where you are. So what does that mean? It means if you may be still living in the same house with the clothes still in the closet, and still holding on to those beautiful memories, because that is the connection, the thread, the bridge that keeps you tied to your loved one. However, for some, it may also be that it keeps you from moving forward in life, um, and doing new things and living life to the fullest. I'm also feeling that for some, there is regret that has come in. The regret that you play over in your mind of, if I was there quicker, if I had caught this, if I had told the doctor that. All of these things also create these past memories then that keep you in this it keeps you in this state in which you're not able to keep walking forward. And just know, for those who are new, and are new to how I speak about certain terms, when I move forward, I'm not saying moving forward without your person. It just means walking with the memory and the grief of your person, and allowing grief and your love to commingle and exist in the same space. So it's because what I'm also seeing is that there are bucket list items that you have wanted to do. There are items that your family wants to do with you. For some, I am seeing even traveling for vacation, traveling to visit other family members. And there has been this resistance or hesitance to step into that space because you don't want to leave the house, or you are really connected to just staying as close as possible with your loved one. For some, what I'm also seeing is the possibility to move in with family members because either you're getting older, or I'm seeing an expansion. What I know lately, there have been families who buy huge plots of land and they all live together. And I'm seeing that as well. And the invitation for you to come live with them, yet at the same time, it's taking you away from the perhaps the cemetery, or from proximity to where your loved one worked and where they lived. And so there are these threads from the past that are keeping you tethered in one space. And so your loved ones are coming in because we have the all tied up here. Your loved ones are coming here and letting you know, allow these relationships to come in and support you. Allow them to be your rock. Allow yourself to depend on them as well. And know that wherever you go, if whether you stay in the same space, you decide, for some of you, if you're ready to take that step and to donate items, or even if you don't do that and you say you want to now have a different way of celebrating the life of your loved one each year, they're letting you know that it's okay to have your rituals and your traditions, but it is also okay for you to move forward and to let your family help you. Let others help you come in and help you. And you do not need to hold on to the guilt, because there is nothing that you would have been able to do that would have changed any of the outcomes. And also, they're acknowledging that it is hard. And whether it's the fifth year or the 20th year, it's going to be hard. But they are here to support you because love surrounds you. Love is, as we have with the angel of love, love is surrounding you always, with family, with friends. I'm seeing, if you allow yourself to do new things, it will bring new experiences and people into your life that will help you walk, and again, walk with grief and love at the same time. Right now, I'm being brought to the movie. It's on Netflix. I think it's called Nona's. And so the gentleman, he had lost his mother and his grandmother. And one of the grandmothers, when he decided he wanted to open up this restaurant, and have grandmothers cook this, beautiful Italian family style meals, there was one beautiful grandmother who every morning she would have a ritual and she would speak with her husband and tell him all of the beautiful things that happened to her throughout the day. But yet, that ritual kept her tied into the house, and so she would stay in the house, but then go out to the market. But then doing something new and fresh, like being a part of this restaurant, really opened her up and really allowed her to make friends, and these deep friendships that she didn't know that she could, would value and would kind of yearn for and be desirous of. And that really just gave her spark, it gave her purpose, it gave her the opportunity to keep moving in life while also acknowledging the grief. And so that is what I'm trying to share here, that your loved ones are letting you know that you can hold both and still be able to have a full and have a, what I call, a hearty life. And so know that you're not alone. And with we have the fives here. There's a lot of changes that are looking to come your way, whether it's moving, and again, I'm even seeing for some of you taking new classes and learning new things, which starts off as a distraction but ends up really becoming something wonderful. So just allow yourself to just be and allow yourself to let earth angels, family members, friends, new acquaintances come in and just be with you. I'm going to pull one more card because obviously these were all pre-selected, and I just feel that it's always good to have like that one card where you can see live from spirit. Are we taking all of these? No, it's telling me to. Spirit was saying you shuffled wrong. so we'll do this one more time, and whatever jumps out, and the same two cards. Okay, so you were supposed to have these. So whatever we did not complete in this lifetime, we will complete in the next. Even in death, I will always be with you. And when that time comes, I will be the first to welcome you with open arms. Until then, do not be afraid to live. This is so beautiful. Loving you forever. And the next is like in the physical world, we are surrounded by what we love. I'm here with our beloved pets and animals who I've crossed over. They make me so happy. So that is specific to someone. But this one right here, it's do not be afraid to live. And I think that is what this whole reading is just really just sharing. Don't be afraid to laugh. Don't be afraid to live. Don't be afraid to walk into the unknown because we don't know sometimes. Walking into the unknown and doing things that scare us may bring us the most joy and and who knows. So I hope this helped and brought some clarity. You can either follow me into reading two, or if this is where I leave you, I send you love and light and know that I'm always walking beside you. I will talk to you soon. Bye. Hello, my loves, and welcome to reading in your pile number two. So if you've chosen this angel called Faith, then know that this is your pile. I look at this and it reminds me of an article that someone wrote a while ago about the power of faith and how we get into, I guess, the best description of what faith is we get into a car and we're going to work or we're going to school or wherever it is that we're going on our journey. And we have faith that we're going to get into that car, everything's going to work, and everything is going to be fine, and we'll make it back to that same space. We ride on the roads, and we have faith that someone is going to obey all the rules and the laws and everything, and will not come into our lane and will not get us into an accident. And so, faith is just this ability to hold belief in everything is going to work out. Or in this, or for others, faith could be this belief in a higher power that everything is going to align to support us in our highest good. And so the energy that's coming in here, I almost feel, and just I haven't looked at any of these cards yet. I almost feel that faith is what has been keeping you going all of this time. I also feel that faith is what will continue to support you as you navigate through this journey. And so let's take a look at your oracle cards. So we have inner life. So your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. We have victory. We have the goddess of the moon. Woman holding a coin. Let me just put that over here. And from the ancestry deck, we have celestial or boundless. We have cycles or the moon. So we have two cards that talk about the moon. And then we have imagination. This is from the soul journey deck. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. And you know what? I did it incorrectly in the first reading where I opened up the cards first. For this one, I'm going to hold them here to the side and then I will read them in a moment. But what I am definitely feeling and what I'm seeing is that there's such a beautiful energy here. There's, as we can see for all of these cards, the celestial, the moon, the goddess of the moon, even with the victory, there's this goddess like energy, or I will say celestial, because we're not going to go by sex, we'll go by energy. So there's this energy of being connected to spirit, being connected to your loved ones. And so for many of you, you are perhaps have already you see signs from your loved ones. You have this relationship in which you are still navigating through your grief. You miss them dearly, immensely. There is also this feeling of, I know that they're there supporting me and they're guiding me in this beautiful energy here. There's a lot of feminine energy here, but what I'm being pulled to is this grandparent um, energy, grandmother energy, matriarch energy that's coming in, who has been guiding you. And also, I feel ancestral energy that's been coming in. So, this is the ancestral line from the maternal and paternal. I want to even go back 5 generations back. We have, if you can imagine, on both sides, 5 generations back of these beautiful, strong feminine powers that have been walking with you. So, whether you're a male or female watching this reading, they have been with you, guiding you, supporting you, and helping you tap into your intuition. And so, you've been, for many of you, you may go to yoga. You may have become a yoga teacher. You may are into energy healing. Some of you, I even feel, have become moved into the shamanic practices and have also learned about the history as well as the beautiful grounding of it, and have been following that path for a while. It's also for many of you, you have been able to um, feel this abundance, because we feel that with the woman with the coin. An abundance doesn't always mean it's money that comes in, even though for some of you, you may have received some type of inheritance from your loved one. It feels like you have had just flow of abundance of energy coming in. So it's like all of a sudden you say, you know what, I want to change. I'm making this up. I want to change my job and I want to move. And then all of a sudden it feels like you'll receive a phone call from a friend who's sharing about a new job opportunity that's come up in the town or the state that you wanted to move into. So, what I'm just saying is that it feels like your loved ones are coming in and they've been walking with you and helping with the flow of just energy to come in. They are also acknowledging, though, that there is, with the 2 moons, there are moments where emotions are very much prevalent, and they're acknowledging your grief, they're acknowledging your sadness, they're acknowledging that there are some days where it is, yes, spiritual practices have helped you receiving signs, or even for some of you, I'm seeing that you've gone to retreats for grief, and that has been really helpful. And the group of people that you've met have been really helpful in supporting you through that. But they're also acknowledging how hard it is, and they're also acknowledging that sometimes you may feel like you are alone, but they're definitely letting you know with the celestial that they have been surrounding you in all ways. And so know that you are protected, know that you are um, receiving the wisdom from the ancestral lineage. And I also want to say that for some of you, as you've been on this healing journey and through your spiritual path, whether it is just spiritual or there is a religious component to it, you have been, as you're healing and really diving into, I want to say, I'm trying to find the words to it, but it's basically you're diving into just your ancestral patterns, any type of ancestral events that have required forgiveness. Um, you're going through that, but you're healing it not only for yourself, but for the generations that come after you. And so the work that you're doing, what I'm hearing, the work that we do for ourselves, we're doing for others, even if we're not directly doing it for them. The work we do for ourselves, we do for others as well. That energy ends up affecting our relationships. It affects the how we present ourselves and move forward in life. It affects how we feel about ourselves, and it affects how we place boundaries in the world. And so the work that you're doing for yourself, you are doing for others. I am also seeing with all of these beautiful colors, golds, purples, blues. For some of you, there has been you what I'm hearing is you're turning your mess into a message. So you have been sharing your story with others. So whether that is through podcasts, blogs, if it's through a presence on social media, or even writing a book, you are sharing that story. You're sharing that story of love, sharing the story of healing, forgiveness. You're sharing all of that with others, turning your mess into your message and really being supportive in such a beautiful way. So, what I'm feeling, especially in this group, and as I said, faith has been carrying you through. Um, but there is an acknowledgement again from your loved ones that they know that this path has not been easy and they are aware of that. So, we're going to look at the message cards and see what else your loved ones want to say. P.S. In case I haven't said it enough, I love you. So there is definitely beautiful and strong love in this from your loved ones coming to you. And I know it feels so sudden. I'm sorry for the things I could not say and for the moments that we planned that we can't do physically together. Perhaps one day you will complete those for us and create new memories. I love you. So again, this is what I was saying, how there is an acknowledgement that the journey has not been an easy one. But and many times, because what I'm seeing is spirit is just showing me many different people whom I've connected with where there has been a sudden passing or a traumatic family passing or someone who is deeply connected and close to you. Many times that passing will then launch you into this, not only into grief, but into this journey into self discovery. And with that, it is the journey into sharing with others and helping others get through it, as well as um, the shift in perspective for yourself that life isn't every single day is a new day. And so I need to live it as if it's my last. And so that is what it just feels like is happening here too. And I will try hard to send you a message. Just pay attention to the signs. It may be as simple as a feather or a favorite song or hearing my name in a crowd. I promise I am with you. And it's definitely, there is that promise because as we can see with the celestial and with these wisdom cards, that your loved one is always surrounding you with their love and with their support. And don't worry, I did not pass alone. Someone special came to walk me home. So this is a message for someone specific who has had that question. Was my loved one alone? And they're letting you know that they're not. But again, as I'm saying, in this sudden and traumatic, for some of you, this journey, your loved one has been with you, walking through this path with you. And it has been faith, and it has been support from your friends, your family, and even your own faith in whether it is yourself or your religion, your belief systems in love that has been carrying you through this and has been getting you to walk each step through this journey. So because I did it for group 1, I'm going to do it for group 2 because obviously I pre-pulled them, but I know some people enjoy looking at live card pulls. So we're only going to pick the cards that flip out. Okay, that one flipped. So losing someone is the toughest thing a person must go through, and every day will present a new challenge. But remember that this is your journey. No one can tell you how to grieve. Take the time you need and do what you need to support you. Be gentle with yourself. You're doing the best you can, and I will be supporting you from this side. And just because I am not next to you does not mean you can't still talk to me. I will hear you wherever you are, and you will always respond, whether telepathically or through the energy of our hearts. Love never dies. And so I just wanted to show again, like, just the images, as I was saying, there is an intuitive and an emotional and a spiritual connection that your loved ones are letting you know. And you can speak to them at any time. You can connect with them anytime you want. Speak to the stars, or you can write a letter to them. Sometimes what I do is when I want to connect with my husband, I put songs on shuffle on Spotify and I'll ask a question. And usually that song that will pop up will have some sort of connection for me. Or I'll write a letter right before I go to bed. And whatever thoughts that I have, whether it's through dreams or when I wake up, those are the thoughts that I know are the answers coming from him. So keep allowing yourself to walk in faith. Know that your loved ones are sending you all the tools that you need, whether it is through your friends, your family, through courses that you take, or energy healing, or even if it's just giving you a beautiful moment to look under the stars in the night sky. Know that they're connecting with you, and through your faith, you are healing all of past wounds, as well as healing ancestral ties for your future as well. So I hope that this reading helped. I hope it provided a little bit of clarity. And if you have any questions, please let me know. But sending you always love and light. And we'll talk to you soon.